Hey y'all, it's Crissy here from Crissy's Clucky Chronicles and CrissyShow.com. And today's going to be just one of those homestead repair kind of days. We've got to do some spray painting on some rocking chairs and some columns that I bought when a local Roses was going out of business. And I got them and they were not the color that I wanted, but they were $10 a piece, so I really couldn't pass that up. Just trying to make things nice and neat and paint the front porch and get all kinds of stuff started today. I don't know that I'll get everything done today, but at least we've power washed the front of the house. We've got all kinds of things going today, and it's just going to be a pretty day. And of course we will check in on the floofs and see what they're up to. But for today, it's just going to be one of those stuff you don't really want to do, but stuff you kind of have to do sort of day. We all have those days. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining us. I heart y'all great big. Let's just get us some gloves and put our best little hat on and make a mess with some paint. So these columns right here, they are like a mold of some sort. It's kind of like a thin concrete ceramic or something, I guess you would call it. So they were a real funky peachy color. Don't match anything that I have. It's like a peach white. It was just kind of strange. So I have had to use a whole can of spray paint on these things, and I still got some more spray paint that I've got to use on them. But the local Roses way back in the winter of last year was going out of business and all that good stuff in a local town that I went to. And I said, well, hey, these look cool. They had a bunch of them. I'm like, I don't need a bunch. I just need like 2. They were practically trying to give them away, and they ended up being $10 a piece. So I was like, well, what the crap? I'll just go ahead and get them, spray paint them, because everything here, the house is white and everything's black trim, you know, black shutters and all that stuff. So I'm like, this peach is really not going to work for me. I'm all about making things nice and neat. So we got it, and now I've got to spray paint a little bit more because we're using a gloss, and the ceramic, as you can see some of the areas there that kind of don't dry as well or as glossy as I would like. So I'm not worried about the grass down there. It'll be okay. But I got to spray paint some more, see if I can cover all the areas up that I have left and put them on the porch somewhere. I'm not for sure if I'm going to put make some fall arrangements and put them in there. I don't know. I'm not going to do any mums because I just don't want to pour all that water on my porch again, or forget about the mums and then yeah, you know how that goes. But anyway, so let's move over here. So this is a pretty old rocking chair. My granny got it for me years and years and years ago. I don't know where she got it from, but it was brown for the longest time, and I decided, like, yeah, I don't want a brown rocking chair. So we are spray painting this thing glossy black to match the 2 pedestal pieces there. So that's basically what I'm doing, is just doing a little bit of maintenance and care. It stays on the front porch, and I don't really sit in it, but I will put stuff in it, you know, for decoration. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Well, let's go get the spray paint. Now, this is what I like to use. It's one of these Rust-Oleum little trigger things. It's just easier for me to put. It just slips in there. It's easier for me to put this on and squeeze that little trigger right there to get the paint out, because as you get older, your fingers lock up and things don't do like they're supposed to. Well, because I live with a severe form of RA. I have 2 different types of arthritis, and I need something to make my life as simple as possible. And I'm for sure you can find these little spray can, if I can talk, little snap-on little trigger things right here. So if you can find you one of those things are great. And I just got a basic quick color, like an all-purpose glossy black fast spray paint thing. So if you can get those and use those, that would be the ideal thing to do. Let me get my gloves on. See how easy that is right there? So if you guys have like hand issues or hand problems, just get one of these things. It'll make life so much easier. Pain in the butthole right here. Anyway, let me spray this stuff. How much spraying do you need to see anyway? You know what I mean? There, was that good enough? So we're going to be moving our bird feeders and all kinds of stuff to what we feel like is going to be a better location out in the yard. A little bit where the safety of the trees are, because we have a lot of predatory birds in the area, and we don't want them snacking on my Tweety birds, so they'll feel a lot better if it's moved closer underneath the shade trees. What? So far, so good. The chair's done. It's dry as it's gonna be. I think I might get like a chair cover, like some cushions or something for it. So I might order something to go on that. Maybe something nice and red or whatever. I don't know, just depends. These are completely done, so I'm excited about these. They're not tacky, not sticky. I've put at least 3 coats on them. And y'all, I do not care. That little grass area, all this stuff out here is going to be redid it anyway. So I'm not worried about paint on my grass. Don't even say nothing about it, because I ain't studying you. Anyway, I've got the shepherd's hooks. All of that stuff has been spray painted. It is done. We are going to be moving and doing a few more things out here in the yard. Just clean up. It's always clean up. There's forever going to be limbs and leaves. Right here, we have the rain barrel under there. That's got to be cleaned. That's an old cushion that's got to be thrown away. And we got to get some stuff going before we start actually painting. So, yay. Let's get it. Okay, as you can see, chair's completely done. The little caps are done. My little circles. Anyway, there's my can. There's the other little spinny thing. I've got to flake that with some other colored paints so it spins and does its thing. Been washing the outside motion lamp thing off. Got the bumblebees spray painted. Those look pretty nice. I've got all of that over there. I got to paint those pots, but I got to scrub them and clean them first. And then I've got to scrub and clean out, obviously, the bucket and everything's still the same with the lid that got all the algae in it. So, other than that, we're just still kind of plugging along. I mean, basically, is what we're doing. We are painting the front of the porch. We're painting the inside of the porch first, and then we'll do the outside, because it's a pain in the booty hole to do the outside last. So the inside's what we're going to be working on. Once we get the porch painted, things should be rocking and rolling pretty good. Oh yeah, and we got the bird feeders up. See if I can zoom in and show you. I put them right there behind my ligustrum bush. So they're right there. There's 2 of them. They're black. I repainted the shepherd's hook black. I've got another shepherd's hook that we painted that I've got to figure out where we're going to put that. Because the hummingbirds are already moved on for the season. So we're just not really messing with that too much. But anyway, there they are. We did get this automatic weed whacker thingy, or bush whacker thing, whatever. It trims like hedges and stuff. So I'm still cleaning out. See that big clod of dirt I just put out there? So I'm still cleaning out here. It's a disaster. Oh, it's a disaster. I'm still cleaning all this stuff out here. Here's the bushes. And just going through that way. So we did trim, makes it nice and square, but I've got to Those rose bushes are so full of thorns, but they've bloomed really nice this year. They've done a good job. I'm gonna cut them bad boys back and dig out all of that area in there, and I got all these weeds and mess to dig out. These in here are the old amaryllis that come from Granny's house. I just keep those in there because they're really pretty when they bloom, orange and yellow looking. So I gotta trim those back. And believe it or not, these roses right in here were in clearance Walmart $1.99 pots last year. No, sorry, 2 years ago. And I just stuck them there, planted them there. But my sunshine ligustrums, they seem to have done pretty good. There's not anything in the front down there, which I don't know if I'm going to do anything down there because it's pretty hard to plant things in this clay and this muck and mud and dirt and stuff. You can see we hedge trimmed those as well. It's so hard to plant stuff in here because the clay is just awful to deal with no matter how many years you treat it. Now for Halloween, we got the grim grinning ghosts right here. They do work. They're pretty cool. He takes his little hat off right there, and they do their weird little thumbs in the little ball. It glows sort of blue. And then I got that little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin right here that I got from Lowe's yesterday. I don't know, I want to say it was like maybe somewhere between $10 and $12. And see, the pedestals come in pretty nice. So we just tested things out last night. I also have these, which are the bust from the Haunted Mansion. These lights here. And they change colors. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to fix it. So I may just drape it along here, you know, just so that they are nice and pretty and keep them up all throughout Halloween. So pretty cool, huh? This dude right here needs some serious like spa treatment or something. I don't know. Fix him a little bit. And I'm not sure how much you guys can see right here. We're scrubbing and painting posts and stuff. But this right here is a wrought iron bumblebee. And it's just a plant hanger. I got those things about 25 years ago. They are so cute. Now this right here, if you can see this, this is the, it's like a rain chime. It's a wind and rain chime, and we just hung it right here on the outside of the porch where it spills over from the rain. It's really, really cute. I really enjoy it, like a lot. I really do. It's really nice. It's got a really pretty sound, twinkle, twinkle, when you can sit out here on the porch and listen to it. You know, make its little sound when the rain hits it. So it's really cute. But, I don't know, I kind of like my bumblebees up there, and I also have some hummingbirds. We're going to add to those on my porch posts, and then I'm going to start getting some cute little pots and things together, and that'll be part of the flower thing that we do for the flower arranging thing, and little pots and stuff that I'll fix for the front porch. Anyway, I'm just sitting out here on the front porch. We got things power washed off, things pretty well clean. Takes a lot to power wash and do some vinyl, but you know, I've got a little, it's like a vinyl-y, plasticky kind of resin seat. Just like a little, like a teeny tiny little bench type seat. It's got a back to it and little arms on it so two people can sit on it, and I've got two little chairs on each side. And I also have those pedestals that I painted, so I'm trying to get those things fixed really nice. And I'm listening to the hawk. He's getting a little too close to my babies outside, so I'm gonna have to yell at him and just throw a couple acorns his way so he'll go on and let my dogs out. But anyway, it's just been one of those days where it's nice. The wind was blowing really hard yesterday. This is the second day. of filming this vlog, and I was like, oh my gosh, just time flies by when you're painting. I mean, I do not enjoy painting the outside of the house. Inside the house, it's a little bit different because basically I'm dealing with flat walls, and I have rollers, I have brushes, and those kinds of things. But when you're painting the porch on the outside, I don't know. I think I'd rather get bit in the tail by a hawk than have to keep painting porch every couple years. But it is what it is. It has to be done. It's a necessity for so you don't get like rot, wood rot, and those kinds of things. So the inside of the porch, we're halfway done. The porch posts, they're halfway done. We've done most of the rails, so it's a pretty long porch. It goes not quite the whole length of the house, but it does cover the front part of the house, so it's a pretty long porch. But anyway, I'm trying to get all that stuff clean and done. That way we don't have too much mess by the time fall and the leaves get here and winter gets here. So it's just one of those things that you just do, you know. Nobody wants cleanup. Nobody wants to have to do these necessary maintenance things, but everybody knows when you have a farm or homestead, or just even if you don't have those things, you've got cleanup, you've got maintenance, all kinds of stuff. The hubby and the middle kid yesterday replaced the steps to the back deck. Now we've got to replace boards on the back deck and do those things, and it's better to go ahead and do it now versus waiting and waiting until you have a real big issue, you know. So it is what it is. Just know that when you farmstead, when you farm, when you homestead, you will be making a ton of repairs. 9 times out of 10, your chickens will help you have to make those repairs. Ducks, not so bad. They're just muddy and nasty and wet with those, you know, mushy things. But for the most part, you'll have to do quite a bit of repairs. So I don't have to worry too much. But in the middle of 12.5 acres of woods, you got a lot of maintenance because the trees produce a lot of yuck, a lot of grossness, a lot of things. But anyway, let's move on and go check out the floofers and see what they're up to, and see if I can yell at the hawk to go away. Aren't they absolutely just stinking adorable? They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I want them to get big enough so that over the next 2 weeks, Lord, you've turned your food box over. I want my guineas to get bigger and bigger over the next 2 weeks, so they're of a large enough size to where I don't have to worry about predators, hawks, or anything like that. And I can take Lolly and Gibby, which are the 2 light lavender ones, light gray ones in the front, and work with them outside, because I can actually hold Lolly and Gibby pretty well. There's only like Sweetie. I can hold Sweetie, one of the pieds, okay, but the rest of them not so much. They're still a little bit nutty. Let's go get you some food, boopies. Anyway, so over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be getting these guinea babies, the pieds and the lavenders, up to size where they need to be. That way I'm not really worried about them not being able to protect themselves. So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to take Lolly and Gibby out first and let them kind of roam around, get a lay of the yard with the chickens. I'll walk them around myself, and then when I feel like everything's okay, I will actually put them down and see how they interact and do with the other chickens. So far, Nanaroo and the other hens have really taken to them, which I think is good. I think it's important when you're having guinea fowl, so that they don't all run off and act crazy and get gone, and then you spend all that money on these nice, beautiful guinea fowl, and poof, they're gone, you know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that they're up of some size. They've got all the stuff that they need to survive out here in the lovely yard in the woods, and they hang around forever and ever and ever, and hopefully by next year we can have some beautiful guinea babies. But I'm pretty excited that I've got 6 lovely guineas, and they're going to be good alarms for my yard as well. My dog just climbed up under the thing with the chickens. Why did you do that? Anyway, I heart y'all great big. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I have got to figure out why my Gaston Fatty McFatty went up under the table and what he's actually doing. He's digging. Oh, not good. Okay, well, y'all have a good day. I'm going to go see why Gaston's being a complete major booty hole head. And I will talk to y'all soon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, join us. And go just visit the website, CrissyOShow.com, for recipes, DIY. There's all kinds of good stuff for y'all there. There's stuff for kids, too. I've got reading pages for kids. I've got free chicken games for kids. It's all good stuff. But anyway. Okay, here comes Gaston, covered in dirt. Why did you chase those chickens out? Anyway, bye y'all. If you can't be good at it. Gaston, don't pee on my chicken.